Dave Cyderbaby. This is Rock Radio UK, and today I'm speaking to Midnight Villains. Hello.
Yeah, Midnight Devils here. Sam Spade, just right in the middle of our Star Spangled Fist Fight tour in the UK.
Yeah,
We're out on tour right
now. I said the wrong
What's that?
name, didn't I? I said Villains.
Say it one more time.
I said Villains by mistake. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's all right.
Let's start again.
Okay.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm multitasking and it's not working. Midnight Devils, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Hi, my name's Dave Cyderbaby for Rock Radio UK. Getting myself in a muddle, but today I'm speaking to Midnight Devils.
Dave, what's going on? It's so good to be here.
It's good to see you. What's occurring, man?
We are just in beautiful Buckley, Wales right now, right in the middle of a tour that has just been absolutely beyond our dreams. The shows have been great. The fun that we've had on this tour is unbelievable. It's our third time in the UK in 3 years, and at this point, we might as well get dual citizenship. We're just going to keep coming over every year and bigger and badder every year.
You're enjoying yourselves, then?
Yeah, having a blast out here. Great shows. We're touring with our brothers Kicking Valentina from the USA, and it just seems like every day is one of those fun party rock and roll shows. And you wake up in the morning and you check your Facebook or whatever, and everybody's posted videos and how much fun they've had. And it's the way a good rock and roll tour is supposed to be.
Absolutely. Those guys do know how to bring a party. I have to have words with DK about the wild turkey he gave me a couple years ago.
DK is an incredible frontman, and he knows how to get it done. He's a California guy.
Yes. Like I said, I called it a wild a couple of years ago. It was a very different matter. But never mind. We'll gloss over that. So, you're back here for the third time. You're at Buckley.
Yes.
I was at Buckley last week to see the Lazies, so I know the venue. Are you all set up, or are you just ready to load in, or what's going on?
We're just ready to load in. The van just got parked, and we were waiting for them to open the doors. We're going to start loading in. But last night we were in Blackpool at the Waterloo.
Yep.
So tonight is the 5th show in a row, and we're doing 7 in a row on this week's schedule.
Right. Okay. So tell me a bit about the band. I mean, I know very little. I mean, where do you start?
Absolutely.
Where do you come from? What have you got out there to listen to?
Yeah. For those that don't know, we are the Midnight Devils from the United States of America. We come from Omaha, Nebraska, Oklahoma City, and New Orleans. So we're split 3 different cities, but we are the glam slam party rock and roll band that you always wanted that wasn't there. And now we're here to spread the good word, bring the noise, and just make people smile, get out there and have a blast. And we're on our 3rd album right now. We came over for the first time in 2022, supporting Enough's Enough. We came back with Pretty Boy Floyd, and now we're here for the 3rd time with Kicking Valentina. Our 3rd album just came out called So Hard It Hurts. So we're out here supporting the new single, Get Laid. It's up on YouTube right now, and the new album, So Hard It Hurts.
Yep. So is this album's out now?
Yeah, it just came out on July 5th. So we've been touring so hard it hurts, really. The jokes just never stop right there, right? When the album came out, we were actually in Australia, and we did 3 weeks in Australia. We did 8 shows in Japan. We had a few weeks off, and then we came straight over here to the UK. So since the album's been out, we actually haven't even had a break or a chance to even catch our breath. We've just been having a blast and kind of riding this wave.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much work that goes beforehand into release of an album. It must have been full on for the last 12 months, surely.
Yes, it absolutely has. You're 100% right. We started recording this album. We started writing it last year, but the recording actually happened January of this year in West Palm Beach, Florida. Right. Our production team was just incredible, like the dream team all-star lineup. The guy that produced the record, his name is Rick Browdy, and you know him from, if you look at the back of Ted Nugent, Double Live Gonzo, he produced that. He produced the first Poison record. He produced the Wild Hearts, all these great rock and roll bands. Him along with Cher Ross from Vixen and Bam Ross from Dogs to More. Those are the 3 people that produced this record for us.
Okay, so why did you go for 3 people like that to produce a record, just to get a little bit of?
It was like we had Rick on board, and Rick kind of works. Rick lives right next to Bam and Cher. Bam and Cher have the studio, did all the engineering, so they kind of work as a triple team. Let me get
Okay.
out of the way here. We got the construction guys coming in. This is like your man on the streets here.
Yeah, yeah. Have you tasted the delights of Buckley's food yet, or are you?
Oh no, not yet. We just ate. We're big fans of the Toby Carvery, so we go to the Toby Carvery every chance we get. We
Oh,
just ate at the Carvery a few minutes ago.
wonderful stuff, Toby Carver. Yeah, a staple for every band.
It is.
Yeah. What's your favorite there then? Go on, let's
I
talk
love
about food.
I love the Yorkshire pudding. I've never had it before. We don't have that stuff in the States, so to me that's kind of like a treat.
That's like sacrilege. Surely you just get a recipe and just take it with you and show them
I
all
don't
how
know.
to make it.
They don't have it in the States for some reason. I don't know why.
You're missing out, man. But what? Okay, well, let's go off on a tangent. And what sort of food do you like when you're going on tour? I mean, you say Toby Carvery here. What about Japan as well? That must have been a bit of an eye opener food-wise.
Japan was a completely different world. As much as we prepared for it, there's nothing that can really prepare you for the just the culture, the people, and we were surprised on how well, like, nobody speaks English, and English is very uncommon there. But people
Right.
love American rock and roll, so the way that the band translated, with two people that didn't speak English, and we're such a crowd interaction party band that I was like, how is this going to work? And they ate it up. They loved it. They couldn't get enough, and it just you could see the smiles on everybody's faces as soon as we
Yeah.
came out, and they're like, I completely understand this. This is really cool. What we ate a lot of you eat a lot of ramen,
Yeah.
so a lot of noodles and I don't really care for fish, so I just kind of stayed away from the sushi, but I ate a lot of ramen and a lot of McDonald's, as weird as that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
McDonald's in Japan, kind of an oxymoron.
There's a bit of home from
Dave,
home, but hey.
Dave, this is the worst radio. I think I picked a spot right next to the construction company.
That's all right. That's cool.
All right,
I can't hear anything in the background, so it's fine. Nobody else
perfect.
will mind. So coming back to the UK and the album as well, how well has it been received so far in the UK?
Oh, we've absolutely sold out of every copy that I have brought to the UK. So we're not even, like I said, we're halfway through the tour right now. And I think I sold out 2 days ago in Edinburgh. Like
Right.
they went that fast. So playing these songs live, the people are just eating it up, and they go, this is fantastic. The songs are great. Let's have this album, and they're gone. So we're selling our 2022 record, Never Beg for It, produced by Chips Enough, and our debut album, which came out in 2018. That's all that's left. We had to restock T-shirts. We had to do all this. Like it's been it's blowing our expectations out of the water.
Well, that's good news because that's the T-shirts are getting your name out and about to other people.
Yes,
Even if they
and
can't pick up an album.
we got HRH Sleaze coming up tomorrow, and we know that's going to be a big one. We've done Great Yarmouth twice, and this is our first Sleaze that we're going to do, and I think it's just going to be just absolutely out of this world.
Yeah, HRH festivals are good, and they do have like a niche package.
Yes.
So it's going to be bands like yourself around you, so it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
quite a cool night. But moving on from that, do you think your sound is picking up again? It's sort of like faded a little bit a few years ago, 10, 12, 15 years ago, and now it seems to be coming back with a vengeance, doesn't it?
I think so, and I think that we're unique enough to where we're not like a throwback band. We're not a hair metal band. We're not anything. We're kind of slightly uniquely our own. We're the only band that I know of that goes out and plays this style of glam rock, that puts on the makeup, that does the show, that just has an absolute blast doing what we do. And the mix between punk rock and glam and shred guitar and all these cool things, it's reminiscent of the 80s, but
Yeah.
it's modern enough to where people are still excited about it. You know, we're not a throwback band. We don't dress in costumes. Like we dress how we want to dress, and it's almost like we become superheroes in a sense, to where it's like if you dream it, if you can think it, we can almost do it. And I think that's the coolest thing, is that we don't take anything, we don't ride any trends, we don't follow any other bands. We do our own thing and do it as hard as we possibly can. And anything that follows after that, you know, they gotta match that energy and that output. And there's not a lot of bands that can do it.
I was like forming that kind of question in my mind because from what I've heard of you guys just on albums, it's like the main act has got quite a job to come and top what you actually do live. So
Yeah,
it's Kicking Valentina, you're kicking their asses more.
I'll tell you this: my as a band that is put in the opening position, I take extra steps to make sure that I give the headlining act a run for their money, and that they got to come out and double the energy, the output, the crowd interaction that I put on. So I leave a smoking crater on the stage, and personally I take it. That translates to the guys in the bands where we're just gonna leave it all right there on the stage. And then the band that follows us, they got to match that energy. And if they don't match that energy, you better believe the crowd can feel the dip, you know?
But knowing Kicking Valentina, that they'll give you a good run for your money as well. So
They're great and great dudes. They have great songs, and they come out, and what they do is different enough from us
yeah,
that it translates to like a full night of just absolute, just shaking ass. That's really it.
yeah, it is. I suppose I'm reminiscing a little bit because years and years and years ago, we're talking decades ago, I used to be excited going to gigs. Bands used to
Yeah.
excite me, and then as I got older and the bands got older, they sort of got a little bit sort of like stage, shall we say. Then guys like you
Yeah.
have come on and reignited that sort of passion in me as a gig goer, you
And
know.
I think a lot of this has to, and we take great pride in not using tracks. We
Mm,
don't do the same thing live every night. You know, we don't have a set list. We call out the songs. We kind of know where we're going. I think as bands have gotten lazy and they've started using tracks and pre-programming and everything like that, to where the audience knows and people in the audience can absolutely feel that it's all on tape, and that there's some falsifying of what is actually being played live. And I think that translates to the excitement level, and that sheer just anything can happen.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what rock and roll is. At the end of the day, it's not pre-recorded things and tracks and just the same show every night. No. It's got to be different, and it's got to be exciting for us as entertainers, but exciting for the crowd too. That's the reason we come.
Going back to the studio then, I mean, are you fairly raw in the studio as well? Are you fairly as it is, or do you still use all the modern techniques that are available to you?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we use everything. I have no. They use Pro Tools, and there's another program that Cher and Bam used. But for the most part, at the end of the day, we were three guys standing in one room, laying down the basic tracks for the songs. I mean, it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. And I think that energy you can feel, and that cohesiveness you can feel. The guys that came before us, that we were influenced by, they did it that way. So we
Yeah.
don't try to stray too far off that path.
Okay. So looking forward now. So what's next after the UK tour?
So after the UK tour, we go back home, and we finally have a break where we're going to really start pushing the album. We're going to start a new video. We released one video so far called "Get Laid," which is
Mm,
out on YouTube, and then we're going to release another single. We're going to do the vinyl for the record and start booking what is going to be 2025, which is going to be a US tour, a European tour, another Australia, another Japan, another UK. So it's just kind of like the setup for 2025.
yeah. It's relentless, really, isn't it? It's just all that time and effort. Just say, right, I'm going to tour
Really,
again.
and it's like it's good because I'm so passionate about it. And the guys, Jimmy Mess, our drummer, Sniper, our guitar player, it's all we think about, and it's all we do, and it's all we live. And being on the road for, I mean, we've been on the road now for almost 3 months.
Yeah.
It doesn't get old, you know. We love it, and it's like as soon as you start putting the makeup back on again, it's like it's go time, and it never gets old. So I think the three of us together really, we're like road dogs, and we work the best when we're all three together in a van driving down the road and sorting through these ideas and this creative aspect. Like, where do we want to go next? Where do we want to take this? What's something funny? What are our ideas? Let's put these all together, and that force really is what drives us.
Excellent. I mean, maybe a headline tour in the UK next year.
That's what we're talking about, and that's what everybody's been saying so far. Every show
Yeah.
we've done has just been stellar, and they go, "You guys need to be a headlining act. You know, you only get 45 minutes." And I'm like, that's the problem we run into with having 3 albums out, is that you can't play all the songs that you want to play.
Yeah, it's very
All the songs.
restrictive. Okay, well, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Enjoy the evening at Buckley. It is a great venue, and please do just wind up Kicking Valentina for me. Any bit of payback is greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
But
Thank you so much.
Sam, please, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me, and I wish you all the very best in the future.
Yeah, Dave, it's great talking to you too, and I hope we get to do this again real soon.
Oh, absolutely. You tell me when you're coming back, and we'll do it again.
Done deal.
All right.